Good morning, everyone. My name is Maria Sisto, and I will talk about doing musculoskeletal disorders prevention using serious game and virtual reality. I will begin by explaining the context of this work. I will then talk about the solution we propose using serious game, virtual reality, and evolutive virtual environments. I will then present the current progress of the project. Finally, I will conclude this presentation with a short list of takeaway messages. So, first of all, what are musculoskeletal disorders or MSDs? MSDs are lesions to muscle, articulation, or nervous system due to repetitive work in an inappropriate position. It is one of the main work-related injuries in Western countries, with cost of hundreds of billions of euros per year in Europe. MSDs have been known for decades, and work environments have largely been improved by ergonomists. But the problem still exists. The question is why? We know the causes. We know the associated pathologies. Training sessions are provided to employers and to employees on how to organize the workplace and how to work to avoid the development of MSDs. The problem lies in the method used to teach this knowledge. In fact, the prevention training sessions are mostly given in large groups with one or very few sessions. This leads to difficult knowledge transmission and the training having little impact on the long term. Also, the training sessions are not very motivating, and healthy workers have difficulties to take potential future health consequences seriously. We add to this the social pressure, and we have an insight to understand why it is not effective. To address this issue, a consortium has been formed, including Swiss and French industrial partners and two academical actors, the UTBM and the HEARC. The idea is to improve already known MSD prevention techniques using two technologies to create an innovative solution with serious game and virtual reality. But more precisely, how do we want to use serious game and VR to achieve our goal? The idea is to imagine an entertaining activity that will prompt the user to do movements similar to the one he does in his real work. While playing the game, his movements and postures are analyzed via motion capture, and a warning is issued if he does something potentially harmful. The quality of the movement and posture is used to compute a score that will determine if the level is failed or not. We make the hypothesis that serious game and virtual reality will help us solve the main issue with MSD current prevention techniques, and this is how we will try to achieve this. First of all, VR allows to experiment safely different scenarios and repeat it as much as needed. Then, with the motion capture technology, we can track the movement and posture and notify the user if needed. Combining the two technologies, we can make a world where the user sees a realistic representation of his body and movements in a first-person view. This activates the brain more, especially the mirror neurons. And we hope this should form a better learning setup than the traditional one. Serious games help in two ways for the next problem. Of course, the game part makes the training more motivating, but also makes consequences more concrete, as the success of the game depends directly on the quality of the movement of man posture. This brings an immediate consequences to a problem that usually takes years to appear. For the social pressure, the sessions are individual and anonymous. Thanks to that, first of all, the user is not ashamed of his failures, as nobody is here to witness them. Also, the user feels less uncomfortable in case of repeated failure, as no human coach is involved. There is no fear of disturbing or being a hindrance. Now that we have defined what we want to do and why, we have to think of how we will do it. And working with virtual reality, the question of virtual environments comes quickly and is not a detail for our application. We have two reasons to decide not to place the user in a replica of its work environment. The first one is that this will not be very motivating for the user. What's the point of using VR if it's to be in the exact same setup you are in everyday life? The second one is that we know that the environment we are in has an impact on emotions and mood. The workplace will carry some emotions, positive or negative, but we don't want them to influence the learning experience. That's why we choose to put the user in a calm and relaxing natural setup. But now that the user is successfully doing his exercises in the calm environment, how can we know that he will be able to transpose the acquired knowledge into his real workplace? We choose to make the environment slowly evolve around the user, transposing him from the calm virtual environment to a virtual environment resembling his real workplace. It is important for this transition to be progressive in order to not disturb the user in his task and avoid breaking the immersion. I will now talk about the current progress of this work because it is still in development. First, I will quickly disclose to you our technology's choices. We are using the HTC Vive for the virtual reality and the controllers. And we are developing on Unity with C# and using Blender for the 3D modeling. In order to test our concept of evolving environments and the potential attractivity of an assembly task we had imagined as base for our serious game, we decided to create a small demo. It contains a full loop of virtual environment evolution and an assembly task. The task is simple. The user has different robot body parts and has to assemble them. You can see them on the table here. To do the assembly, the user first has to put the limbs in the right position and then screw them into place. Some users' tests have already been conducted, validating this kind of interaction as interesting and the transition as being non-intrusive. I will now quickly conclude with two takeaways messages. First, the current MSD prevention techniques are not successful. But with modern tools such as serious game and virtual reality, we have a great potential to help solve this issue. So thank you very much. Do you have any questions?
We have time for a few questions.
So you were talking about pain in the shoulder. Is it something you assess with your game, the wrong position of the elbow? And if yes, this is a known problem that knowing the position of the shoulder and the hand, you can't really know where the elbow is located. What kind of solution do you think could solve this problem, this issue?
So we're planning in using a multi-Kinect installation and maybe enhance them with some image processing, but we want it to be non-invasive. We don't want to put any devices on the body, sensors, because this can influence the experience.
Thank you. About did you plan to test if it really worked on the environment, the real environment? Like you're trying to implement things you learn on games on reality, like in your real life work. All right?
Yeah.
Did you plan to test it like an experience study? If You want me to speak in French, maybe?
You can speak in French, yeah, it's
Alright.
the same for me.
Ça sera ce sera plus simple pour moi. Est-ce que vous avez prévu de faire des tests, simplement regarder si ça a vraiment une réelle utilité, dans le sens où si ça va vraiment changer le quotidien des gens, ou est-ce que vous ne l'avez pas encore prévu et c'est juste en état de bêta?
No, we will make some user tests. That's for sure we're going to make them. But we have to do this on multiple persons on a long period of time, because you cannot change behavior in just one session. Maybe in 10, 20 sessions, yes, we could see some changes, but we are planning this in maybe 1 or 2 years, 3 years. In the time we have some complete product, a complete loop, and then we can deploy it into our industrial partners.
Thank you so much, Maria. Just for completing, answering your question, this is quite large project with around 15 institutes and between 2 to 3 years. And we schedule to have 3 user tests, 1 intern and 2 separate in both industries. But as Maria said, it's quite a long-term anyway experiment. We expect to have some real results not before 5 years.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
So our next speaker is Willy Bernhard from, let me guess, is it Fraunhofer Hochschule or nothing
No,
to
this
do
is
with this?
Swiss Distance University of Applied Science,
Oh.
Fernfachhochschule Schweiz.
Thank you. And so, collaborative game books for education and training. You have 10 minutes and then 3 minutes for questions.
Thanks. Yes. Okay. You see? Oh, okay.